Hi everyone, and thank you for watching. So today I am going to continue with doing the flow control tutorials, and one of the favorite things that I like to do with building programs is to create a menu of some sort with the ability to run different statements of commands based on some sort of condition. So for instance, if you type the letter A, it will run a particular command, or B, it may run a different command. So to demonstrate, let's go ahead and let's just jump and have at it. So first thing you want to do is to create a file that will be used for the script, and I am just going to create a file called case. And starting out, the file is just an empty file and it doesn't do anything. So what we want to do is first make this executable, and so we can run our program. So I'm going to go ahead and run chmod +x and then the file name to make it executable, and then to verify that the executable bit has been set, I'm going to run ls-l and then the file name. So on the left hand side we see the executable bit being set, which is important. And then the next thing you want to do is to change the type of file. So right now this file is just an empty text file, it doesn't do anything, and we want to fix that. So what we have to do is first modify it. So I am going to go ahead and open up this file, and I am going to type shebang bin bash. So hashtag bang or $! Exclamation mark. I don't know, people call it different things and I just don't know anymore. So if you're not using the same sort of system as me, you may have to change the path to your bash. So you can do this by typing the command which bash to find the location of where the bash program actually resides. So mine is in bin bash, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that here. So before I do anything else, I am a fan of syntax coloring. So I'm going to go ahead and save my file, and now if we type file case, the file is now known as a born again shell script, and if we reopen the file, we now see color, which is extremely important and useful whenever you're trying to write a program. So with case, we use different conditional statements or different conditional options in order to run a particular statement. So what I am going to do is I am going to prompt a user for something. So let's just say type a letter, and then write this to a variable. So the variable is going to be input, and then from there we can create the case statement. So we do this by typing the word case, and then we are telling the case options here to read the input from the user input here, and then use that as a conditional for the statements that we're going to try running. So here we go. If the user types the letter A, we want the case command to do the following: echo you typed A. And then with case, you have to end your statements with 2 semicolons. And then if we want to give it more options, all we have to do is type the next letter in the alphabet followed by the next command that we want to run. So I'm going to type you typed B semicolon semicolon. And then if this was all we wanted to do, the way we close a case flow control is we type ESAC, which is just case spelt backwards. So to demonstrate, I'm going to go ahead and from the left hand terminal here, I'm going to run this case command to see what happens. Okay, type a letter. I am going to type A. Alright, so it is case sensitive. I typed lowercase a, and then we see this output, And let's do the same thing for B. Oops. B. You type B, and that is to be expected. And let's try something different. I'm going to hit it one more time and hit E. Alright, so whenever I type something that wasn't a value, what we see here is nothing happened. None of these conditional statements were met, so the command itself didn't run, and then the program terminated. And that is to be expected. And let's just say we want this to be more like a menu and not just some basic flow control. So here we go. What we want to do is we want to create some options that are visible to the user. So we know that the conditional statements, or the conditions, are if the user types A, run this command. If the user types B, run this command here. So I'm going to go ahead and create those options. Echo option A equals option A. And then for the next command, B equals option B. Okay, so now if we run, one more thing, because I remember this from last time. I like to have spaces in my command, and I can do this by just typing echo and then 2 double quotes. So let's try this one more time. So you can type the letter A for option A or letter B for option B, and that's pretty much for this tutorial. Thank you for watching.